Danny, obviously great to get off to a winning start in the B&I last weekend, but now you're looking for that continuity, aren't you, to build on that this week?
Yeah, definitely, and a different challenge, a side that we've already played this season. We also, obviously we know a fair bit about them for that reason, but not knowing perhaps what side they'll select might give us a slightly different situation in terms of our preparation.
Yeah, when you look at back to the championship meeting, can you take anything from that? Obviously it's going to be a different lineup from a Bristol point of view. You'd imagine there'd be changes from their side too.
Yeah, it is hard to say. I think like us, they'll be playing to a similar system that their best team would play, whoever that is, and same with us. Whichever side we select, are trying to play to a certain style and to a certain pattern, and London Scottish should be no different. So we're fully aware of that. I think from our end, we're pleased with our performance against Connaught, especially our attacking game. Scored 50 points and played some good rugby and scored some good tries. However, we were also disappointed that we let in 34 points. A second half, if you like, issues from game management and defence point of view led to those 4 tries, and from such a good display first half, it was disappointing that perhaps we finished in that manner, and something we'll be looking to put right this week.
Yeah, and London Scottish, they're obviously a capable side. You'd imagine that'll be a tricky opponent, especially on their own patch.
Yeah, definitely. I think that being key. I think it's a home advantage that they thrive on, and I think that they've got a good support there, and something that they're quite proud of what they do at home. So we've got to make sure we go there with the right mindset, the right attitude. We're extremely motivated at home, and how can you not be in front of the crowds that we're getting and the passion that those crowds are showing? We've got to make sure that we do that on the road as well, and we play with the same sort of attacking edge, but make sure we improve our defence. We our defensive structure is excellent, and our commitment from players for the majority is good, but we've got to make sure we finish these games off and don't let in some of the soft tries that we have.
Yeah, and you talk about the crowd that you're getting at Ashton Gate. It must be great to play in front, especially, the B&I attracting 7,000 plus last week. Must be nice. It's making it a little bit, you're getting used to that home feeling now. It's becoming more and more like home every week, I'd imagine.
Yeah, and I think it's important that we build that, and it's made a lot easier when you've got the crowds that you get in. Sometimes when you talk about home advantage and you're not getting many people through the door, it's something from within. But what we're getting now is an external influence as well, from a support that's been fantastic, and I can assure you makes a massive difference in the league when we go out there in front of those sort of 7,500. And then when we go out in the B&I Cup and we're matching those kind of figures is phenomenal for me, and it's given some players who perhaps haven't had a huge amount of rugby and are getting some opportunities now, an experience of what it's like to play in front of our home crowd, something that they've been really looking forward to and were really enjoyed on the weekend. But having said that, like I say, we're now going to an away venue, a different type of atmosphere, and it would be probably, although we'll get good travelling support, I'm sure we'll also have a good contingency of London Scottish, so we've got to make sure that we can do it away from home as well.
Yeah, and on the injury front, Marco Mame took a knock last week. Is he okay?
He's going through the usual sort of protocol this week. He's having treatment and checks and so on, and we'll see how the week progresses.
Yeah, and any other injuries, concerns for you ahead of the weekend?
No, a good news that Gaston Cortez is back playing this or available to play this weekend, and I think that's a major plus from my point of view. It's been great to watch him in the A-League fixtures, playing against Premiership sides and going really well. Unfortunately, picked up a little bit of a niggle in his calf, which he's recovered from, and really pleased and excited to see him out there and getting some involvement.
Yeah, and from your point of view now, you must be pleased with the way the forwards are getting into the game plan now. I guess now you've been here a little bit longer, you feel you're putting your stamp on it more.
Yeah, but credit to the players. We've talked about being ruthless, and we want to create an identity where we can drive line-outs, the sides don't drive against us, and likewise we can have a dominant scrum, and I think recently we've proved that. It'd be a tougher challenge on the weekend, a good set piece from Scottish, especially if they put out their sort of best side. But what was probably pleasing from our point of view is we scored 6 tries from set piece on the weekend, which is something that is a first for me, and I'm sure for a lot of the boys, and it was pleasing that we executed some of our plays well, and our drive was effective and our scrum was effective. But we got to make sure that that's not a one-off, and we can do it consistently, and like I say, build an identity and a reputation.